Hi, Umesh, Divya, and Sneha. We're just waiting for a few more people to join. Give us like 2 more minutes. Hi, Rishi. Good evening. Nice to see you again. Okay, it's 6:03. In the interest of time, let's get started. Divya, Sneha, Oishi, Umesh, would it be possible to switch on your videos? All right, bandwidth permitting, it'll be great if you can switch on videos so we can have maximum interaction, considering it's a small group today. I'd also like to ask, have any of you attended our webinars from earlier? Hi, good evening, Sunitra.
Hi, good evening.
All right, we have a couple of you who have attended. I'm guessing the others haven't. All right, we'll get started. Uh, Welcome to today's webinar on culture and communication. We have our fellows Mikhail, Deepika, and Sharaf here with us. Mikhail is currently in the second year of his fellowship and is from the 2023 cohort, and Deepika and Sharaf are part of our 24 cohort, joined just a couple of months back, and very excited to be in conversation with them. If you could go to the next slide, please, Sharaf. With the number of people we have, I feel like I don't need to reiterate this, but I'll do it anyway. First of all, it'll be great if videos could be switched on, bandwidth permitting, so we can have maximum interaction. As always, please be on mute unless you're asking a question or sharing your perspective. And you can use the raise hand feature to, if you would like to share anything, and definitely we'll come back to you. Today's agenda is pretty straightforward. We'll speak about the Bhumi Fellowship for about 5 minutes, after which we'll do a very small check-in, and we'll hear from our three fellows who are part of the webinar today, and close out with a very short Q&A. Yes, we can go ahead. A little bit about why the fellowship. India is a pretty large country. There's over 15 lakh schools, most of which are government schools. And currently, the state of education in the country, there's scope for a lot of improvement, right? There's a lot of regional disparities, and learning levels are not where we would like for it to be. The fellowship's vision is to achieve equitable education for all children through systemic change. And we're doing this through our fellows who are working in schools in Tamil Nadu in the short term and are going into the education movement as alumni and making an impact in the long term. As of today, we have 21 alumni who are in different organizations in the development and education sector. And we're present in three cities in Tamil Nadu, that is Chennai, Trichy, and Coimbatore. In the Bhumi Fellowship, we follow the whole school transformation approach, which means teaching is one integral part of the fellows role. Fellows are expected to teach English and maths along with social and emotional learning to primary school children. In addition to that, they also work closely with the teachers and HMs, which is school leader in this instance, to improve the school environment, infrastructure, and any other aspects that would take the school towards excellence. Another key aspect of fellows role is community participation, which means closely working with the parents and the nearby school community, so that the child is supported not just by the fellow but all the other stakeholders that are around the child. Yeah, some of the interventions we've taken so far, you can see an example of a parent engagement happening at one of our government schools. During COVID, we had distributed tablets to a lot of children because we realized that many children in our schools did not have access to digital infrastructure. Currently, we are setting up computer labs and Wi-Fi in many schools in the program. On the right-hand side, you can see a teacher. That's from Teachers Express, an annual event for teachers. We all celebrate Children's Day, right? But there's no spaces for teachers where they can come together and just have fun and spend some quality time together. So that's a space for our teachers. Sharaf, we can go ahead now. Right. Speaking about Children's Day, that happened just a couple of days ago, right? It was just last week that it was Children's Day. So, to get us started, I thought I'd begin by asking everyone in the room, what is a memorable moment from your childhood? Anyone can go. Would be great to get responses from everyone in the room.
I can go. So I think one of my memorable days would be the times whenever I used to go for my PT classes. It used to be a lot of fun, even though the space was very small. But we used to play all sorts of games. There was a basketball ring, but we barely played that. But yeah, again, I used to love the PT classes and the dance classes, of course. So yeah, that's going to be my memorable day.
That's great to hear. And were your PT classes also taken over by subject teachers during exams?
No, thankfully it. So if the PT teacher wouldn't come, it wouldn't just happen, and there would be some other subject that will go on, but no other subject teacher would ever, yeah, run the class. Yeah.
That's great to hear. Sonali has shared on chat, annual week at school, always look forward. Yes, definitely. Right. Annual day was something even I used to look forward to. Deepika, Sharaf, Mikhail, would one of you like to introduce yourself and also share what was a memorable moment from your childhood?
Yeah, like I am Deepika from Trichy, like currently working at Municipal Urdu Primary School, Trichy, wherein I teach second graders in the school. And to know about my educational background, like I am an engineering graduate, like as most engineers, even I don't know like why I took up that course. And as a result of it, I like landed up in an IT job where I got to work few months. During that time, like I thought like I got to realize like I don't find any job satisfaction there, and also like I thought I doesn't fit for the job. And it was in a corona time, so like I got an opportunity to homeschool my nephew, like wherein like I got realized, and that was an eye opener for me, where I got like interest in early childhood education. So I did a diploma in Montessori and childhood education. And in a long term, I also have a vision to start a play school, which is farm oriented play school. And like why I choose Bhumi is like I want to know better about the educational sector here. And like as I was new to this sector, I want to know more about this, and what's better than Bhumi to start off, because it gives various opportunity to engage with all its stakeholders, like wherein we engage with kids, we engage with parents, we engage with community, and also with HM and teachers. Yeah, that's it. Like I am an year one fellow at Bhumi Fellowship. And like the question of check-in, like memorable moment from your childhood. Like one that was an incident. Like I studied in a school where there is a policy of say no to corporal punishment. They don't beat us. And like we are three friends, we used to like sneak out of the school and get some 90s kid snacks from the nearby petty shops. And also we have a farm near to our school. From there we like stole some mangoes from that farm. And also like one such day, like we went out, while coming back, like we got caught by our principal. Like since it is like no, like no, say no to corporal punishment, they don't beat us, but like we get earful of advices from all the teachers and the principal. And when I got home, like I get their earnful. Like my mom removed my belt and like get earnful. Like I get so much. Since it was Wednesday, I was wearing white uniform, and like the walls, all the dust is on my white uniform. That was the like one funny incident, and that was very memorable for me. And those like friends, 90s kid snacks, like stolen mango, it feels heaven for me. Yeah, that's it.
I'm wondering how that was memorable for you, Deepika, but also hearing your experiences. I'm guessing you know in what all ways your children can also be very naughty, so you keep an eye out for it. Uh, Mikhail, Sharaf, would you briefly like to share? Others do share on chat. I would love to hear all of your experiences as well.
Uh, Good evening. I am Mikhail. I'm currently teaching in Chennai Primary School, Maduvinkarai, and I'm from Rajapalayam. Currently, uh, my native is Rajapalayam, and I have completed post graduation in counseling and psychotherapy. I love to work with children, and that's why I have chosen Bhumi and Bhumi Fellowship. So, for the check-in question, I would say, uh, yeah, memorable moment is. When I was studying sixth standard, I have got the first prize in speech competition. That was a great moment. For life, I will cherish the moment. Uh, I never thought that I could have got that first prize because there were seventh, eighth standard students also participated, but I got first prize. Still, it makes me happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikhail. That's very lovely to hear. Sharaf, would you like to go?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone, I'm Shafali. I'm originally from Kerala. After my bachelor's, I did an education internship. In between that, I applied for this fellowship because I want to know at the grassroots level of education system in India. Because in my college time, I used to criticize the politician, the governance system, the developments and everything in our country. I had a lot of fight with my friends, debate with my friends about that. Then I realized one thing that more than criticizing, I am also responsible for that. Then I started seeking like how can I make a change? Like what is the key issue behind that? What are the solution there? And what are the things I can do? Then I realized and understood one thing that maybe I can't build or we can't build buildings like Dubai or America, but we can create, we can produce quality great citizen through a quality education, and we can give quality education to our children and students. Through that we can make a great cities with quality people. That was a thing why I took the fellowship. And the journey was like the training sessions and the so far the journey, like it's a great exposure for me, like from a village of Kerala to the Chennai to Trichy, meeting too much people, interacting with them. It's a great platform for me to push myself, and also too much learnings, unlearnings, and perspectives and everything. Even each person I met in the fellowship journey, I had a like new learnings and new perspective from Anjali, from Deepika, Anaga, everyone. I had a, like too much learning from that. That's a great journey for me. Yeah. Like in the checking question, what is a memorable moment from your childhood? Like, that's not related to school. Like, my one thing is I used to write letters to my father in my childhood because he was in abroad. So I will write, I want what are the things I wanted, like a white shoe, this one I want. I'm remembering that things. And relating to the school, I'm recalling every memories in my school things now in classroom because I was a too much hyperactive. I'm going without the permission of the teacher to outside. So I'm now seeing in the reality how the students, how a teacher is that, and my classroom I can relate to my things. I'm very happy, the chaotic classroom and the students' experience and everything. Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah.
That's lovely to hear. A little bit about myself. I am Anjali. I began my journey as a fellow, and I transitioned to working full time with the team. I'm currently senior program manager with a fellowship. I don't know if I agree with the notion that India cannot make great buildings, but maybe we can debate about that in some other forum. But I definitely strongly believe that education is the key for development. India has the largest number of young people in the world right now, so that's also a great opportunity for us. Memorable moment from my childhood. I think so. I used to learn dance growing up. I used to go for Bharatnatyam classes, and one since my mother is also a teacher, one summer my parents were busy, so they decided to enroll me for a summer camp, Nrityagram. If any of you are from Bangalore, you might know Nrityagram. And I spent 1 month with everyone older than me. So I was in fourth standard that time. That was my first time outside the house. I spent a whole month learning dance at a dance school in Bangalore, and it's still one of my favorite memories growing up. I can also see Sneha and Oishi have shared on chat annual day, sports day, co-curricular activities. What I'm guessing is nobody remembers school, studies, nothing. All of us enjoy the feeling of being in school, being with friends, a lot of it outside of school as well. Yeah, and that's something we want to create for our children also in the fellowship. Moving ahead, right? Mikhail, I'll start with you. You are currently in the second year of your fellowship. How has your experience been so far? Can you share a few highlights from the past year and a half? Sharaf, if you can go to the next slide.
Yes, Anjali. So for me, this 1.5 years is I have learned a lot of things actually, personally and professionally. I have grown a lot, and there are a lot more skills I learned without knowing that I'm learning all the skills. So one thing I would say is perspectives changed a lot actually. Before entering into the Bhumi Fellowship, my perspective on system and the education and about all the stakeholders, HM, teachers, and government schools. Everything changed actually. Now I feel perspectives changed a lot actually. Through all the learnings and unlearnings and the experience I'm going through it day by day, I think everything changed. And yeah, in the beginning, it was very hard for me to mingle and take initiatives from my side. But later, yeah, it changed. I challenged myself, and yeah, of course, you are my program manager, and you challenged me, and all the fellows and team challenged me, and you pushed me to do the things, and without hesitation, I started to doing the things. Now I feel I'm very much confident being in that school. Last year I was very much comfortable and uh, I was okay with to be in my classroom, but now I feel I'm doing a lot more things for the whole school, not only for my classroom and things. So yeah, for the highlights, I would say there are lot thing happened. One thing is in my classroom, my children, the way they speak, the words they use, the language, it changed actually. We have norms in our classrooms, so it made culture and it strengthened our culture, classroom culture. So one of the norm is we respect everyone. When I mean that, I always tell my children we should not bully others and we should not body shame others. When I entered into last year, I felt they were using lots of nicknames to call each other. It was very much uh, body shaming concept only. So they call it in Tamil, Ulli Kuchi, Thorapu Kuchi, Gunda, so much names. But what happened is now I feel no one uses those nicknames, and if anyone calls or any body shames, they come and tell me, "Sir, he's body shaming me." Uh, so the change made me happy, and they learned the value of respect and empathy. I feel I have done something for them, and I'm very much happy. And not only the positive sides or a growth side, there are a lot more challenges also I face. Some days it may look like a roller coaster ride. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I can challenge myself, and everyone helps me and stand by side me. And it's going, and I'm going to miss my children in 6 months. It's something emotional. Thank you.
Definitely. But one thing is they'll always be in touch with you. And it'll be wonderful to see their journey. When they go to college, I'm sure that's going to be the biggest achievement for all of us. Wonderful, Mikhail. I'll come back to you. There's some very interesting pictures on here, but before I come back to you on that, Deepika, Sharaf, you are first year fellows right now, right? How has it been for you to build relationship with your children, and what are some efforts you are taking to develop culture in your classroom? Any of you can go first.
Like the initial stage in the school, the language barrier was there because I introduced it in the introduction part. Like I am from Kerala, the language barrier was there, and also the trust issues are also there because the students are young age. They're in the primary school. The trust issues was there, and also the language issues also there. Then the gradually the I can see the transition there from the first term and the second terms. Like the students are very open with me and they are sharing their experiences, sharing their personal things because the last couple of months they are not sharing anything why they are dull in the classroom, why they are not feeling happy in the classroom, what are the things happening behind the classroom. Then now without asking questions they are sharing the things like yesterday this thing happened in my house, these are the things happened in my house, there are things because I think the cultural part because of the I started consistently, I started the morning field check and everything in the last term itself, but this time I'm consistently doing that every day. Now they are getting why I am saying sad, why I am saying happy. They also rationalizing what is the feel now I have. And the cultural part, what are the other things like I set a theme for my classroom, like superhero classroom and reward system for the students, like like star, hero star, super achievers shout out and super agreements and super sentences, that kind of things. And also they are also agreeing to the norms and everything in the classroom. It's a gradual process. I'm feeling that there is not a in a 1 week or 2 weeks we can feel that, but gradually they are understanding what are the things we want, what is the responsibility of the student in the classroom within this theme or within these norms and everything. So why the culture important, I am feeling that if I am setting a classroom culture, for example, like if you want to ask any question or if you want to answer any question or doubts or something, you want to raise your hands. If I'm making the culture in my classroom, if the students are understanding the responsibility of the student in a lesson taking time, that is a great thing to take the execute the lesson and everything. More than the chaotic, like everyone want to eager to answer the question. If there is a culture for that, I'm giving the simple example for that. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. My side.
Like to answer the question, like how it's been building like building relationship with kids, like building relationship with kids is quite easy for me because like children naturally have that curiosity in them when somebody is new in their environment. Like as we fellows are new there, like they have come up with questions like, who are you, why are you here, like you are going to teach me, that kind of questions. Like naturally, like we got to like interact, that kind of thing. And also like the games we play, the morning meetings we do, like I got to know more about our classroom kids, their likes, dislikes, And as Sharaf mentioned, we do field check every day. Like children come, like open up things, how they are feeling, like that. And in our classroom, like gradually, like while going to classrooms regularly, we came to know like chatting with them during the break hours is naturally helping me to like create a bond with them. Like in the outside, like if we are in second graders, like our like the students in outside like third fourth graders, like we conducted a kindness week, the Anutsav kindness week. There we like went to different classrooms with different activities. We got to know more about them a lot in that activity, like storytelling sessions in that activity. And also like some kind of like I help the children in a morning prayer also. At that time also children like I at an instant one teacher told me like before that the children are very hesitant to participate in that. Now they are coming and opening up. I feel that happens because like I go talk to them. Like whenever I'm entering the school, like I'll wish them everybody in the school, like parent, teacher, and the kids good morning with a smiley face. That helped me to like the children naturally come to me now. Like whenever I'm entering the school campus, there is one boy coming like running to me like, ma'am, Deepika miss, good morning, like that. He's coming to me now. Maybe that sort of helped me in building relationship. And to come up the cultural part, like I feel culture like is very important in classroom, because like that children we work are from different socio-economic backgrounds, and the communities, they are coming from different communities. And also the way they get corrected and the way they get like disciplined is different from family to family. So it is an important for a teacher to create an inclusive environment where every children should feel they are welcomed and their achievements are like how to say, that is appreciated, welcomed, that kind of feeling. So for that we have like a spot you here place where like every children's achievement is like encouraged and valued over there. And also they slowly get a habit of appreciating others also with that. Like on an instant, like 2 days back, like I was stuck up with some like conversation with different teacher, but my classroom teacher initiated that field check, weather check, energy check in the classroom. When I was there, the children told me like, ma'am did that like energy check which you did, like she initiated, so we did a like appreciation clap for her. So that kind of values, they are like slowly started to appreciating others is also happening. And as Sharaf said, like I also have a classroom theme which is a jungle classroom, like which helps me to teach them a value, like that inclusive environment to the kids. Because in a jungle where there are so many different animals with the different traits, different appearances, there is a different purpose for them in the environment, but the jungle is adapting them, like accepting everyone. Like that in our classroom, there are different kind of people, different kind of students with different skill sets, different mindsets. So like it is important for in our classroom to accept everyone's emotional values, social values, everything. So that kind of helped me. And also we have some as like we have also a classroom agreements which helps me in like helping me in the classroom teaching also. Like if somebody is missing out, we will like revisit that norms. We have made a like we have made an agreement, everyone is agreed upon it, but now you are not following it. If somebody, if in a jungle everyone follows a norm or a rule for a jungle, so like that you are also need to follow that. Then they will start, oh ma'am, we will also like we'll agree upon it. They'll keep their thumb in that, so they go, oh we agreed, so I have to obey that. Like such kind of things is also happening. And also like I have like a self attendance kind of thing which helps them in self management. And some kind of expectations from the both. Then we have noisometer in our classroom. That helps me, like if it's in L1, everyone has to be in the focus mode, they have to learn. It's a quiet like focused mode. If it's in L3, L4, it's a break time, we can like chit chat with friends around them. Like these are some of the cultural elements from my classroom. Like I feel culture is very important, and it has greater impact in their child's thinking ability, their behavior, and their um like all those aspect of growth will enable them only with the culture, I felt. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's from my classroom.
Thank you for responding in depth, Deepika. I mean, I'm able to visualize your classroom so well by hearing that. Both of you said some very wonderful points in there. One is, of course, consistency that Sharaf was talking about. Lovely classroom themes. I don't know if all of you noticed, but Mikhail's classroom had a rainbow theme earlier. And his rainbow classroom was also very wholesome, right? It's also so nice when the other co-teachers, they adopt the same practices. And that's when you realize, okay, what I'm doing is really working. This is a teacher who has 30 years of experience, but they are seeing value in what we're doing, right? And of course, inclusivity as a key theme in your classroom, Deepika. That's wonderful to hear. In the interest of time, Mikhail, I'll come to you with one question and then we'll open up for Q&A. For context, for people who are with us today, all our fellows do a project in their second year. Mikhail, being in his second year, has chosen the theme of nonviolent communication. So, Mikhail, can you talk a little bit about why you chose this and what your approach has been like?
Yes, Sanjali. So my project is name is Heart to Heart. I have taken the non-violent communication actually. The problem I see in the school is lack of empathy and effective communication with all the stakeholders. So I have taken a non-violent communication. It was just much professional, so I just changed it as a compassionate communication. It's also a communication approach which combines the kindness, respect, and empathy, and understanding for effective communication for all the children. So that's the main thing. For in my I have created a rubric, and there are 8 skills. So we are going for children. Every they have storytelling sessions for every skills, and for parents and teachers we have sessions, and school level initiatives and activities we conduct. Gratitude day we celebrated, kindness week we celebrated. So a lot of small changes I see in the children. One thing I was very much inspired is the way they have actively participated in the kindness week. They went to roads and they feed dogs and cats. It was so nice, and parents also they were very much happy. And recently, I had session for parents on kindness, how to they take and follow the kindness and teach the kids kindness. 150 plus parents participated, and it was a really happy moment for me.
Really nice to hear, right? And so nice to hear the outcomes as well. Um, I mean, personally, I also think culture is the foundation to change, right? Just 1 minute. Well, that's what being at home does. I don't recommend working from home always. Sorry about that. Um, Always answerable to parents. Anyway, culture being the foundation of change, right? Here we're talking about children who've had a very different upbringing, like Deepika said. We don't know what their circumstances are. What we are trying to do is also bring all of the people surrounding them together so that we are able to make shifts both in the way children engage directly as well as in their home environment and outside of the classroom also, how they are interacting and what kind of opportunities they're experiencing. And the way we communicate, we role model expectations, the kind of language we bring into the classroom, as well as the culture elements, which all three of them very nicely shared. That's very important to the work that we're doing. Learning happens only once culture is sorted. Like if, like Sharaf was sharing earlier, if in a classroom everyone is running around and each one is doing their own thing, learning is not going to happen. So we really emphasize that culture be the core aspect of any classroom that we're working with. I'll pause now. Any questions from those of you in the room today? For Mikhail, Deepika, Sharaf, anything you would like to ask about the work that they are doing, their journey as fellows? You can
Hi
stop
Anjali.
sharing screen, Sharaf. Yes, Oishi.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Good evening. And actually, I wanted to ask about the fellowship. Like, is it okay if I ask anything that is related to the fellowship, or like it has to be something like what has been discussed today?
For context, Oishi has joined the cohort of 2025, correct, Oishi?
Yes, 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 I did.
Yes. So she is going to be one of our fellows next year. If you have questions related to the topic on hand, that would be great, Oishi, but feel free to ask anything about the fellowship experience also. We have three of our fellows here.
Yeah, yeah, that is right. Okay, so like three up to them, my question is actually like people, those who are relocating from other states, like what are some of the things that should be kept in mind, or some of the key areas which should be, looked upon? Like what are the some things, even on Anjali, you shifted place like before when you joined the fellowship, even you can also throw some light on this if you want to. Like a little bit discussion on this would be really great, and I think it would be really helpful for others also right now in this panel. Yeah.
Sure. So Sharaf, we can start with you. I can ask you the question I didn't get to ask earlier then. You've had a bit of a language barrier, not too much, but can you share a little bit how your experience?
Yeah, sure. Like I was very confident in, like I know Tamil in my childhood, like I'm watching movies in Tamil and everything. Before entering to the classroom or before coming to the fellowship, I thought I can handle the situation. I know the Tamil and everything, but the situation was very different. Like I can understand much of the things in Tamil, but I can't articulate the things in Tamil. But after coming to the school or something, I'm saying that school is a great environment to, and is a great advantage for the learner to learn a new language. So in that way, I can see my transition, like giving the instruction to the students and communicating with the other stakeholders like teachers and parents and community and everything. And also I experience in Tamil Nadu, like there everyone is like most of the people are very welcoming. If we are asking the routes, bus route and everything, they are very actively saying that you just go this way, and also they are encouraging. They understanding that I'm not a Tamil native guy, but he is trying to speak that language. So they are very appreciating and also very encouraging me. And also in the classroom, it's like there is no hesitation to speak with the students. They are encouraging, and also I am appreciating the first time or something. Some students are saying, "Sir is mad, பைத்தியமா sir இருக்கு என்ன சொல்லுது? What are you saying? I couldn't understand the instruction or something." But gradually, the students understood that I am not a native Tamil speaker. Now the students are correcting to their peers or the friends that sir க்கு Tamil தெரியாது. He can't understand the Tamil. So you just want to understand that. That way, I'm appreciating that also. I don't have the interest to learn the alphabet or the letters or reading in the Tamil because of various reasons. But now I'm from the environment I learned without my intention. I learned like I can read a little bit and I can write a little bit in Tamil also. It's a great learnings and very interesting thing. Yeah, there is no issue like going to other state or going to any that you can learn too much things and too much exposure. Yeah, great thing.
It's not the same for everyone. I am Tamilian myself, but till date, I don't know how to read or write. This is Sharaf is exceptional at picking up languages, Oishi. But since we have Sunetra in the meeting today, Sunetra, do you want to share a little bit? Sunetra is saying she
Yeah,
knew it.
I knew it.
You can
Yeah.
introduce yourself one line and then talk about how your experience was coming from a different state and how you adapted.
Sure, thanks, Anjali. Hi everybody. I was at Bhumi. I have spent 3 years, 3 good years of my time with Bhumi, working in the fellowship team. I used to take care of recruitment then. I have recently transitioned out, and I'm working from Delhi. So a lot of difference in terms of location, of course. But I'm originally from Calcutta, West Bengal. So Ishi, that might just help you a little bit better there because, the commonality. But I think I never went. I mean, wherever I have always gone, post Calcutta, I have always gone with a very open mind. I have been in Hyderabad before Bhumi, before Chennai as well. So I agree to what Sharaf Ali was mentioning earlier. People are very welcoming in terms of helping you or supporting you with whether it's on the road, like if you're lost, if you need help. Yeah, so I think it's that itself sort of builds a little bit of confidence in you and in sort of maneuvering. So I think I was able to work it out really well. 3 years is a good time, so I enjoyed thoroughly. People at Bhumi are very warm, so that also helps a lot. And of course, outside as well. You would start liking idli and sambar and vada and all of that. Just a thought, yeah. Thanks, Anjali.
Yeah, thank you. I hope that answers your question, Oishi. But of course, it differs from city to city, right? Like Chennai is not the same as Trichy and Coimbatore. Definitely more multicultural, I would say. And the school I was placed at was quite a challenging community, actually. So they had a lot of curiosity, I can say, but I also asked a lot of uncomfortable questions. It could also be, I think, somewhere the gender also comes in, right? The questions that can be asked as a woman sometimes can be different, I would say. I think I learned a lot how to talk to anybody, basically, and um, what like it's easy to get offended in some situations, I would say, but actually once you realize that people are approaching you with a lot of curiosity because they've never met somebody with your kind of background, the context you are coming from, once you open yourself up to that, I think it makes for a lot of beautiful relationships. And that's something I'm still in touch with everyone I worked with. That's very heartwarming for me personally. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of things got clear. Thank you for that. Thanks to all actually for that.
Yeah. Any other questions? We can take one more question probably before we close out. What are the most difficult things you face while interacting with a child? How should we prepare for it? Any tips? Mikhail, Deepika, would one of you like to respond? Thank you,
हेलो
Sneha. Great question.
हेलो
Yes, Sumesh.
मैडम क्या हिंदी लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकते हैं?
आप आपका क्वेश्चन हिंदी में बोलिए. आई विल ट्राई टू रेस्पॉन्ड इन इंग्लिश दो, क्योंकि द फेलोशिप इज इन इंग्लिश लार्जली, बट मैं ट्रांसलेट करने की कोशिश करती हूँ आपके लिए.
एक्चुअली मैडम नॉर्थ इंडिया में हिंदी लैंग्वेज ही ज्यादा बोली जाती है, तो मैं हिंदी बैकग्राउंड से हूँ। तो मैं स्कॉलरशिप करना चाहता हूँ, काम करना चाहता हूँ, बच्चों पे रिसर्च करना चाहता हूँ। मैं पीएचडी में एडमिशन है मेरे साइकोलॉजी से।
So, हमारा फेलोशिप उमेश इज इन तमिलनाडु. इंग्लिश इज मैंडेटरी फॉर अस बिकॉज हम इंग्लिश पढ़ाते भी हैं टू चिल्ड्रन. बट वी कैन टॉक अबाउट दिस आफ्टर द कॉल. मैं वेबसाइट शेयर करती हूँ एंड आई विल शेयर आवर ईमेल आईडी आल्सो, एंड यू कैन रीच आउट टू अस.
जी, थैंक यू।
Mikhail, Deepika, would one of you like to respond to Sneha's question in the meantime? Thank you.
थैंक यू मैडम।
Mikhail?
Essentially, so the most difficult thing is actually the children, they are in 6 hours in school only. 6 hours they are in school, and rest of the hours they are in house and their community and the area. The one thing I feel as a challenge is whatever I'm teaching, it's not very much effective to practice in their homes actually. Because of the circumstances, we can't blame their community or culture anything. But yeah, there are many more disturbances they have in their environment and things. uh, One thing, being consistent and re-narrating them again and again, the norms and how we have to behave everything, it helps a lot. So At the same time, we have a community visit, which is we fellows visit the children home actually. So whenever we go community visit, we speak with the parents. Why the children is behaving like that? What is the real core problem and everything. So community visit helps me a lot, and yeah, being consistent in our own teaching is very much effective, and it's a kind of tips. Yeah.
And taking away patience as well from that, because you talked about how you have to keep repeating yourself again and again. And sometimes, yeah, all five different children will come with questions at the same time, and you will have to patiently respond to all of them also. So, yes, consistency, patience. Thank you, Mikhail. Deepika, anything you would like to add?
Like one of the most in difficult things while facing like they want more kind of like games into the classroom, so be prepared for that, like engaging activities that are all they need more of that, like teach them with play. It would help you to get connect with the children more and to get the engagement also more. So like search for new games, interactive games that will help you. Like you will become a favorite teacher of your school. Sometimes it makes.
Yeah, that can be dangerous also sometimes, because then when you're trying to do some difficult maths, they'll be like, no, miss, no maths today. We want to play games. So balancing academic expectations with play, I think the key over there. Um, Asking children what they would like to see also is very helpful, I would say. Like sometimes they'll be like, Miss, I'm bored today. Okay, so what do you want to do? Right? Ask them what they want, and that also builds ownership in the classroom itself. All right, we're at 6:48, so we'll pause here. You can call me Anjali, by the way. Please, we all go by our names here. No sir and ma'am in the Bhumi Fellowship, or Bhumi in general. We'd close out here. Sharaf, Deepika, Mikhail, would you like to share one thing in one sentence? What are you aiming to achieve in the next 6 months with your school, with your classroom? Any one thing that you're looking forward to achieving?
Yeah, we are working on student election in our school too. Next week we are going to have an election. So I'm looking forward for the like agency, amount of agency they took and the leadership qualities they are going to show. That was very exciting for me. Like other like we have different like clubs are going to form. So I'm excited to work on that.
Yeah, for me, it's like before sharing that, I forgot to share that we both are working in the same school, Deepika and me. And I am looking forward, like, yeah, the election is a one thing for the leadership things in the students and everything. Also, other thing is like making the engagement or rapport with the parents from my classroom. I also whole school, the community and everything. I'm hoping we can make a rapport with the other stakeholders like the community and the parents. I'm hoping for that in the like next 6 months.
So for me, for next 6 months, I want to prioritize my project, and yeah, there are a lot more inputs I have to execute. So I want them to grow in empathy, and I want them to grow in kindness and respecting each other's, and feeling this world is for everyone in this concept. So that's the thing. And another one thing, I want to create a lot of memories with them. So I don't know. I can't. I will not. I will not be able to uh, be in the classrooms once again. But I want so much memories to create, and every day we play. Actually, that's the thing.
It's a great way to end today's webinar. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and Deepika, Sharaf, Mikhail, for your time today. We'll see you all again soon. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Anjali, for having us here. Thank you.
Yeah, website and email ID are on the chat. You're free to get in touch with us. And if you haven't applied already, you can sign up on the website. Yeah.